What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? Oh, what's going on, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey. I'm being nosy. We're going to Starbucks real quick, and we don't have anything to talk about. So, we'll be seeing what is on the blogs, honey.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
I got time today. Let's see what things I saved. Oh, well, yes. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. Yes, come on, Beyonce. I love a cussing Beyonce. I don't know, profanity. I mean, a little yang around the house. Shout out to Funky Doniva. But I love a cussing Beyonce. Y'all don't love a cussing Beyonce? I do. She said we're gonna fuck up the night. What? What did that girl say? Remember when the people used to be like, you have to do, the people still be asking people, like the celebrities, to be their children's role models? Is that still a thing? So many people had to come out and be like, I am not responsible for raising your children. I think Cardi B she was one of the most recent ones that had to remind the parents, raise your own damn children. But, I think we're talking about like influence, but can me talking about, I hear you just got paid, make it rain. You don't know what you're doing. I need to watch you. I gotta watch what I'm doing because these people be driving crazy, not like literally not paying attention to not a damn thing. See, like people be doing stupid stuff. Like this lady just pulled in front of this woman. That was crazy. You gotta watch people. Oh my God, my eye is itching. Now my eye is itching. Now what does that mean? Ooh la la la. Yes. Shot. Okay. Yeah, I think she was one of the most recent people who said I can't be bothered with your child. That lady doesn't have a back window on her car. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I knew like something was wrong with the way she was driving. She don't give a damn. And it's like sprinkling. So I knew it. I could tell by the way she drives. You could tell by people the way they drive. I don't know. Are you aggressive drivers? I can't stand aggressive drivers. I don't want to be aggressive. I mean, sometimes, like, I don't know. I don't want to be aggressive. I just don't. What am I doing now? Where? It's too much. It's too much to be like, she don't have no back window. It's a lot going on with that car. Let's see what's going on the blogs, y'all. All right, let's see. Adam Levine allegedly cheated on his wife, tried to name their baby after his mistress. What? Child, let me tell you something. As far as you can throw them. As far as you can throw them. She's saying.
Live is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. he said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I'm gonna handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, so you don't have to talk about this, but
essentially,
you don't have to validate it. I wouldn't if you didn't have to validate it. So it's a little clout for you. That's good. You know, you was fucking around with Adam Levine, and he wanted to name his baby after you, girl. That's what I'm saying. As far as you can throw them, I believe her. I mean, and then she has the text messages too, so I don't know what else to say. Like, girl, I'll be trying to tell you. When they be like, it's not all of us. It's not all of us. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Adam Levine, that's raggedy as hell. Kanye West admits he never read a book before, compares it to eating vegetables. Now, to me, now I feel like you're trolling. Because, okay, like, let's listen to what the fuck.
Conversation. There's two people.
What? Oh.
That I hadn't read this book. I actually haven't read any book. Reading is like eating Brussels sprouts for me. And talking is like getting the Giorgio Baldi corn ravioli.
Yeah.
like a good conversation. There's two people that I hadn't read this book. I actually haven't read.
He says, I actually haven't read any book. And you know, he had the nerve to run for president of the United States. Did you know that? Kanye West has publicly admitted, I haven't read any book, and compared it to eating vegetables. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's the audacity. Like, if it's not. I'm good. May I have a hot grande dirty chai double?
A grande chai, you said, with a double shot?
Yes, with oat milk.
With oat milk?
Yeah, two pumps of brown sugar.
2 pumps of the brown sugar.
And 180 degrees.
And I'm sorry, can you repeat that last part?
180 degrees.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, and total is $8.45.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's sprinkling, y'all. I should turn my lights on because it's like literally sprinkling. Yeah, it's audacity. It's like, girl, what? Like, and it's the audacity to say that publicly and then be like, I'm gonna run for president too. Reading a book doesn't mean you have to be in a school, in an academic setting. So you can gain knowledge without being in an academic setting by reading books, right? I don't even know what to say. And on top of the fact that the literacy rate for black boys, just black boys, that's why when I tell you I'm on my sons about reading, like reading, expanding their vocabulary through reading, just everything, mostly expanding their vocabulary. That's my thing with the reading. Read. You understand what I'm saying? And then for somebody, I guess, you know, here he is, and it's not like, it's like, what? That's your contribution. Okay, great. You need that kind of stuff. You be quiet. Like, I don't know. I don't read. That's like, doesn't even make sense. Good morning. Thank you. Okay, you too. I forgot to put my mask on. Running my mouth, talking. Oh yeah, it's like legit sprinkling. No, because it was some dude walking with his hands in his pockets, looking down on the ground. It's like, what are you doing, walking all erratically, looking down on the ground? I'm not, and when you have your window down at a drive-through, you're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you see people like just walking around, like looking around and looking down, trying to look like they're not up to no fucking good. So, oh, what are you doing? Like, why would you think you can go? I don't understand that. I know why. Karenika. I know why. I know why you thought you can go. I can't wait to taste my latte and park. I don't even know what to say about Kanye West. Like, girl, like that doesn't even make sense. And like, I feel like you just saying shit now. And it's like, maybe because you don't have anything to talk about because you haven't read a fucking book. That might be it. And then something else came out where he said somebody was trying to take his publishing, or trying to take something something else that he's saying that somebody's trying to take from him. Azalea Banks said, if the shit is so easy to take from you, did you really have it in the first place? I mean, don't we say that about people in relationships? If the shit was so easy to take from you, it wasn't yours in the first place. I don't promote possession in relationships, but I mean, just saying, it wasn't yours and it's not yours. It's never been yours. That's one of the things that people need to stop. It's not yours. It is not yours. It's never been yours. You're an individual person, sovereign person. Find community with people who think like that, but you don't agree on everything, but you have the same like basic levels of understanding that this is how shit should go. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to drink this latte. But what do you say? Like, he doesn't read. Girl, that you sound dumb. You sound dumb, and it's probably because, let me guess, you can't read. You won't read. You can't read. I don't know. We don't know. I guess girl, I was about to say something. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You're not gonna get me today. Mercury retrograde. No, you're not. You're not gonna get me today. Mercury retrograde. I am not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Yes. I'm gonna park right here. Actually, no. I'm fine right here. I usually like to park right next to the accessible parking because I like to park right next to that because typically no one's going to park in the accessible parking, or if it's one of the older men that are always out here walking. There's like a couple old men that park in that spot. Okay, let's taste our latte. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's hot. It's hot as hell. All right, let me. Oh no, I can't. Okay, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I have to make sure this thing. I have to make sure this thing stays charged. I feel like, girl, I know. I was like, I felt like I was looking through fog. I don't know what's going on in the world today, y'all. But Kanye West said he doesn't read books.
Reading is like eating Brussels sprouts for me. And talking is like getting the Giorgio Baldi corn ravioli. like a good
But see, what's crazy is if you read, you would know that Brussels sprouts have had a major rebranding. You would know that. Everybody eats Brussels sprouts. You the only one because you don't read, dummy. And you missing out on all the nutrients, dumbass. Shut your dumbass up. I'm tired of these niggas talking. And it's funny, you know what's fucked up? You know what's really messed up? Is that the people there, no one has the pussy enough to be like, nigga, that sounds dumb as hell. Why would you say some shit like that? You're just gonna have to be mad, Kanye. Don't come to me for a goddamn interview. Do you realize what you just said? You just said you don't read books and you compared it to eating Brussels sprouts, and everybody knows we eat Brussels sprouts now. So, I mean, you sound dumb. Ugh. You sound dumb. Let me make sure my lights are off. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the blogs, honey. Tiffany Haddish reaches settlement with alleged SA victims, accused her and Aries Spears of grooming and molesting them in skits. A few weeks ago, news broke that Tiffany and Aries were hit with a SA lawsuit from two individuals who claimed they were allegedly groomed by the two when they were children. Well, it looks like Tiffany wants the case to be left in the past because she reached a deal with the two individuals to block the public from seeing the original document, according to Radar Online. Tiffany and the two accusers suing her and Aries reportedly worked out an agreement privately. If you recall, in the suit, the 14-year-old girl and her 7-year-old brother claimed that the two comedians talked them into doing explicit skits. The older sister said when she was 14, when Tiffany allegedly got her to film a sexually suggestive video with Tiffany teaching her how to mimic fellatio for the skit. She claimed her younger brother was only 7, and Tiffany brought him to the home where Aries and girl, yeah, we already know. Both siblings have claimed trauma. The sister said her resulting trauma prevented her from dating because she's scared she would be taken advantage of and led down a path of false trust, like the path that Haddish led her down. The brother places band-aids over all his electronics because he's afraid he's being recorded. I'm not sure what could be worse than what's already released to the public, but it's clear Tiffany cut a check, okay? That's so musty. We already know Aries musty under his titties, but Tiffany, you musty too. You are musty. And I don't, it's what's crazy is no amount of money is going to erase what you did to those children. And because we say it all the time, if they're in your proximity, your job as the adult is to protect the vulnerable person. And if you are asking them to do things that is taking advantage of their vulnerability, and then also taking advantage of their mother's thirsty ass. And you know what? I want to say this before I forget, because I thought about it the other day. When y'all look at Tim Norman and what's going on with Sweetie Pies and Robbie and all them, and Tim just got convicted. I want you to think about that when you think about, oh, Kevin Jr., he's not doing anything with Wendy's money. Think about how money makes people behave. Children. This man got a life insurance policy out on his nephew and hired somebody to off him and then try to collect. And you gonna tell me that Kevin Jr. and Kevin Sr. not down there switching names and trying to take advantage of what's going on down there with Wendy Williams? You can't tell me, y'all be giving the boys, the sons, y'all be giving the sons the benefit of the doubt. And I was listening to Don't Call Me a White Girl this morning. And she said something. I said, oh, I'm going to clip this because she said something that, and we all know it to be true. So we're about to preach to the choir real quick. I was in the shower and I was like, let me clip this. I had to do a mental time stamp so I can come back to it. But I'm about to preach to the choir. But it's true. It is true how the boys are treated. Watch. Listen.
I already feel like black women leaving us entirely too fast. I moved out. I graduated June 4th. I moved out to another city June 5th. I was going from it was like this immense pressure. And when you don't leave, it's always that you live with your mother, bitch. In all reality, you're not really ready to go till you fucking 25, 26, right? Like, you're not ready to go. Especially when you're going to school and shit like that. It makes no sense. And that's why I had fellas end up with bad credit, drowning, or in these horrible relationships, because we're trying to maintain these households that we really weren't ready for. I feel like black men have that differently. You niggas could sleep in the cellar until you're 30 and mommy let you. That's how it is. As a black woman, I'm telling you, with the black boys just tend to be a bit more spoiled by mom. That's my experience. The black men in my family are super spoiled like that. Like, it's like, I always make the joke, my cousins could cuss. The boys could cuss. You know what I mean? It's like they treated, they didn't have to clean, they didn't have to cook. We almost had to take care of them like little wives.
But, well, see, that's the thing. I ain't had no extra women just floating around it. But what's wrong with us having a good relationship with our moms and aunts and grandmas and all that?
Totally nothing wrong with having a good relationship with your mom, but it is strange if you're 32 with a fucking scat pack and you live at your mom's house and she gets in your beefs with your girlfriends and your baby moms, because that's how it is. They look like fucking couples. I feel like if you at home, you feel like this sense of you have to take care of this bitch, you don't. Especially if she ain't take care of you, fuck that. Religious wise, I'm a Muslim by faith. That's a sin to not take care of you. I have to do that. That's just what it is. Also, I noticed in other cultures, like some Asian cultures, it is totally normal for 3 generations to live in the same house. When I bought my first house, they were like 4-bedroom, 2,200 square feet homes. The people to the left, it was grandparents, the ones under that, and the ones under that. They all live together in harmony.
I know some Asians, though, depending on what's what, though, they be on some, this my money, this not your money.
What, as far as the parents?
Yeah, like they support them, but they definitely cut some shit off. Like, you feel me? This is where it stopped. You gotta go get your own shit.
I wish that we could start doing that in our community and do more of a warming, get you ready for the world kind of raising thing, right? Instead of you being reminded constantly through your teens, you're gonna get out of my house, you're gonna get out. Not me, because I tell my kids all the time, you can stay till you're 19, then you gotta get the fuck out.
She's stupid. But for real, what was I saying? That's why you guys give the boys the benefit of the doubt all the time. You look at the boys like they're not capable of doing these things to their mothers or to their family members or what have you. It's really weird because just like when somebody was talking about Tim Norman, and I was like, yeah, the same way he could do that is the same way those men can be over there messing with Wendy's money and taking advantage of her vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me go back to Tiffany Haddish. But you don't take advantage of children. You don't. And I don't care. You don't. 7 and 14 children. The boy is still a child. That's why I was so mortified. Speaking of Don't Call Me a White Girl, she's the one that shared the video. But mortified that we were still sharing this video and the child is still a minor. Even if the child was still not a minor, it's like you're still sharing this video that this person is saying harm them. So now what are we going to do by resharing it? It just reharm them? Just keep harming them because they're on the internet. You can't tell people to get off of the internet. Everybody is on the internet. It's how people socialize. So cut all that shit out. But when kids are in your proximity, that's why the whole McDonald's thing doesn't make sense. It's like, damn, they're kids. Like, what? Oh, you only take care of kids that you legally obligated to take care of? You still musty. And nothing, no amount of money, no amount of settlement can take away the fact that when it was time for you to protect a child, you did not. You actually put them in harm's way. And so I'm looking at you kind of funny now. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm looking at that. To me is like a testament of your character. It really is. It really, really, really is. It really is. It really is a testament of your character. I feel like that. I feel like that. Okay, what else? CDC warns that the U.S. STD epidemic is out of control. This is from the Jasmine brand. Reports of STDs are on the rise. As a result, the U.S. health experts have called the increase of preventative and treatment measures. Dr. Leandro Mena of the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention delivered a lecture on STIs at a medical conference on Monday. He stated, it's imperative that we work to rebuild, innovate, and expand STD prevention in the U.S. Last year, the CDC saw a 26% increase in new syphilis cases. Several STIs, STD infections such as gonorrhea, chlamydia have been rising for several years. 2021 syphilis case rate was the highest since 1991. HIV infections are also on the uptick, increasing by 16% last year. Officials are developing alternative approaches to the rising problem, including at-home test kits for various STDs. The hope is to make it simpler for people to learn whether they are infected and take precautions to avoid spreading to their partners. It doesn't seem like they care. It doesn't seem like they care. People don't seem to care. I don't know. And then just be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful, honey. Ooh. August Alsina claims Tory Lanez assaulted him because he didn't dap him up. There was never a fight, simply an assault. Why is he taking that picture in the elevator like that? This is from the Jasmine brand. August Alsina is speaking out following reports that he engaged in a physical altercation with Tory Lanez. We already know what happened. That happened a couple of days ago. And, it's the irony that this little munchkin, the treasurer of the Lollipop Guild, that the Lollipop Guild is baby, another little evil leprechaun troll, and T.I. That's the Lollipop Guild. The little niggas running around, terrorizing people, always jumping up with your little clinking buckles in your shoes. All you can hear is your little buckles clinking as you jump up and your little legs fly in the air and you jump up. You're always jumping up, punching somebody in the face. Little bitches. Little bitches. Just little bitches. And you mad because somebody wouldn't give you dab. Girl. Your little ego. You little, and with an easily bruised ego, it's terrorism and chaos. And the fact that he had on a baseball cap with two little horns sticking out of it, it was perfect. He looked like the little fucker from Problem Child. Yeah, you have your little evil, and he's running through the hall and his little legs are just kicking up. He looks like a little fucking leprechaun on his way to get the fucking pot of gold. You're going to get a pot of gold, all right. It's going to be the pot of gold in the corner of a goddamn jail cell. That's where you need to be. You do. You're a little menace. You are a little menace. And so do y'all believe, because he's going around punching people and shooting people, so when are we going to say that something's wrong with him? He needs to be deported on some real shit. He should not be allowed in the United States. I don't give a fuck what he does for a living. Go overseas. Do what y'all did to Khalees. Make him go overseas. Shit. Do y'all believe what he did to Megan now? Do you believe his little ego might have been bruised? And he took out a little gun and was saying, dance, bitch, and all this other dumb shit y'all said he was down there saying? And then you want to get ahead of the story, same way that you did with the dude from Love and Hip Hop Miami. You have a problem regulating your emotions. He's a menace. A menace. He's a little terrorist, a little leprechaun, evil leprechaun. I think that's what August Alsina called him. A little leprechaun. A 4'11" size leprechaun ran down on me with eight oversized security niggas, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. I don't know what everybody's talking about, but I've been in the studio. And then he puts little angel emojis. You know, that's the problem. And that's why you have to shut these niggas down. That's why I said it. You know, I got suspended on Twitter because I said I want somebody to kick him in his fucking chest and collapse his goddamn lungs. Yes. Kick the life out of his fucking chest. Yes. Make that nigga have a flashback of his entire life real quick. Just kick him in the chest. You don't have to lift your leg up far. You really don't. You don't. Yes, nigga. What is wrong with you? And then y'all allow it, y'all support it. Not y'all, but y'all. And then when somebody else comes out, when a woman comes out and says, oh, he did something, now it's like, oh, well, what did you do? What did you do? How did you provoke him? It seems that he's only provoked by simply, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't know you. I keep the same energy. You talking about me in the fucking blogs? This is what August said. You talking about me in the blogs? I don't fool with you. Don't try to dap me. No, I'm good. You're a little fake, little evil leprechaun with your little shoes, with your little buckles in your shoes, and you're walking down trying to hit everybody because somebody didn't want to dap you, bitch. Girl, if you don't go do some fucking push-ups, girl, bitch ass niggas. Those are the type, like that kind of dumb stuff. Like literally, you feel entitled to something. Even though you was talking about me in the blogs, you still feel entitled to me acknowledging your weak ass. Ugh. Get your weak ass out of here. I'm serious. I cannot stand the Lollipop Guild. I can't stand them old little mean little muscles. You got the little muscles in the corn cob pipe. Yeah. Girl, get on my fucking nerves. They do. They really do. The pastor puts his hands on a woman and chokes her during this service. This nigga he gonna do whatever he needs to do to get people to talk about him. He's another little narcissistic bitch. You're already in front of a church where people practically are conditioned to worship the person in the front of the church. That's not enough. That's not enough. You got to fake a robbery. Then you got to turn around and what was the last thing he did? Oh, he was in his closet, his prayer closet. He doing whatever he needs to do to get in the whatever. He wants to be talked about. Here, we're talking about you, sir. Here's your supply. Like, what is enough? Like, and now you choking somebody on the damn thing? You want to get in the fucking blog so bad. And what's wild is Sunday morning, people are going to be in that church. That's the crazy part. That's why these niggas are running around. They can terrorize people. They can terrorize people. They can post little emojis with the angel. When you literally had little horns running around, jumping up, hitting people in the face. Girl, what time is it? Okay. So now you choking this lady because she was talking mess. So you feel like, my whole thing is, if somebody, if a person is coming towards another person that you love aggressively, why do you go for the neck to restrain them? Like, that's crazy. What this person is not, what I don't understand. I feel like he's just, like I said, I don't even want to like rationalize it or try to talk about it. It's a nigga in church who is flamboyant. He wants everybody to see him. He thinks that, you know, material things is what makes people happy. I got more money than you. He's all the fucking 7 deadly sins personified. Now he wants his 15 minutes of fame, and he's going to do whatever. The next thing you know, he's going to kill somebody. He wants to be on TV. And if you notice, when you go back and look at these documentaries of these crazy fucks, and you go back and look at, they're always doing something to be in front of the camera all the time. He's a little flamboyant motherfucker who wants to be seen. You know how we do in Black's part of Black culture? Flashy, I'm flashy, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then they wonder why somebody tells them to get down on the floor. But then we know how these niggas are, because we don't know if the robbers were really in on it or not, or he was doing some shit trying to fuck scam insurance. You know, he's just the epitome, while standing in a church, the epitome of every fucking thing wrong with your community. The next thing you're gonna hear is him fucking with boys or kids. I mean, what else is left? What else is left? What else is left? Raggedy. Just raggedy. All right, let's see. I think that's it, y'all. Let me go to Hollywood Unlocked, really see what they got up here. See this little evil troll? Hey, everybody! Look at me! I jump up and hit people in the face because I have such a low self-esteem, and I'm so short, and I have the Napoleon complex. And so when you don't give me dap, I get upset, my little horns come out, and I jump up and hit you or shoot you. That's me. You need to be deported, motherfucker. That's what you need to be, bitch ass. Unsuccessful people have no clue how success works. Duh. Like, y'all really, that's the thing. Here it is. Y'all really think you be saying some profound shit. That's the crazy part. You just saying shit. Unsuccessful people don't know how success works. No shit. Future sells publishing catalog to an investment firm. If that's what is important to him, let him do what he wants with his money. I gotta go, y'all. If he want to sell all his rights, them niggas love being subjugated. Let him sell everything, all his creative thing. You don't understand is what he's trying to tell you. You don't get it. You don't understand because you're not successful. You're not selling the rights away to your creative output, okay? So you don't get it. That's what he's trying to tell you. You don't understand it. Selling his publishing rights to his recorded output from 2004 to 2020. Let him do what he wants. That's the one good thing about it. It was his to sell. It was his to sell. It was his to sell. So let him sell whatever he wants to sell, child. Fat Joe recalls Mike Tyson once offering Remy Ma cars if she stayed at his home for one night. Joe, if you don't get me the fuck out of this house. Like, it sounded like some weirdo, let me buy this girl off of you and she's gonna stay with me and ain't no telling what's gonna happen. That was weird. That wasn't a story. That was probably a story you could have kept, Joe. You really could have kept that. Here, Ray J blaming Kris Jenner for something else again. I thought when y'all, my eyes itching. It's itching so bad. I need a prescription. I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.